Hello YouTube, today's video is going to be more of a different type of video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to abuse aim assist and why aim assist right now is way too strong and I feel like they should definitely turn it down. After this video I'm going to promise you guys that you guys will be able to hit more shots consistently. But before the video starts, I do stream on Twitch every single day, twitch.tv/lonelyalex. These tricks I'm going to teach you guys will only work on console. And you definitely seen me do a lot of these tricks I'm about to tell you. That's about it for the intro. I'm going to go to shooting range and show you guys how you guys can practice this. So now that we are in the shooting range, I'm going to show you guys how you guys can abuse aim assist. Aim assist in this game is definitely a lot stronger than other games. I'm not sure why Riot decided to take this approach with aim assist, because this game almost feels like I'm not even aiming half the time. It literally locks onto them. The way the control works is that it is really hard to micro adjust onto your opponent. On PC it's a lot different because on PC you're aiming with your whole arm and your whole wrist, and you're able to make micro adjustments and you're able to train for micro adjustments a lot easier. But with the analog, you are not going to be able to do that. It is actually harder to micro adjust rather than to flick to somebody. Now, it might just be me. I miss a lot more shots micro adjusting to somebody rather than just full on flicking to them. For example, if I flick to this guy, I will always be on target just because of how strong aim assist is. So the way to abuse aim assist is going to be primarily flicking to people. So rather than having decent crosshair placement and aiming at the guy, what I like to do is when I know there's going to be a guy on the, let's say, opposite of this wall, I like to almost purposely aim a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right so I can flick to them rather than trying to micro adjust to them, because it's going to be a lot more consistent to flick to somebody rather than trying to micro adjust to somebody on the analog. And that's just kind of how a controller works, at least for me. Now, I am talking about using a sheriff here. If I have a vandal, I'm not going to be really like trying to do this as often, because with a vandal you could just spray them, and let's say I even miss this first shot, I am able to either burst them or full spray them. With a sheriff, you don't really get that, and you kind of get one chance to hit your shot before you're dead, at least when you're facing good players. So for example, when I want to kill somebody on the other side of this wall, I'm going to be aiming a little bit to the right and then flicking to them. So for example, this is how it would look like. Now, as you guys can see, when I'm doing this, I am not having good crosshair placement. I am almost purposely trying to like have my crosshair away from them so I'm able to flick to them, because aim assist will do its job and completely lock onto them. I just think it's a lot easier to flick to them because the aim assist will literally lock onto them rather than trying to micro adjust to the opponent. And you can practice this in shooting range and you guys will be shocked on how consistent this is. Aim assist is literally a lock on in this game. I've really never experienced aim assist like this. Some people are comparing it to Halo. But yeah, what I've noticed, at least with the sheriff, you almost want to have bad crosshair placement and then flick to the opponent. And I promise you guys will be able to hit so many more shots. And some clips I'm about to show you right now are clips that I got using this technique.
Last player standing.
We're really good at the game.
One plank.
Three for me. One enemy remaining.
Oh my lovely, no. Stop it, he's close right.
I have to spike.
Oh my lovely, stop it. Right now. Ew.
Nah, you're the best.
I can smoke.
Here.
Oh, it's fucking
In here. Reloading.
Want that outlaws.
There's two heaven.
Flank.
Oh my god, bro.
Spike down
Stuck.
A. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
As you guys can see, almost every kill, I knew that I was having bad crosshair placement and I purposely flicked to them because of how strong aim assist is. Now, if you guys notice, some clips of them had me focusing in them and some clips had me not focusing to them. You could definitely do this without focus. I see a lot of people having good crosshair placement and then completely whiffing their whole mag, because the way aim assist works is the aim assist will lock on to anywhere on the body. Half the time they're going to be moving left or right or wherever it may be. And if you know how to abuse aim assist, it doesn't matter if they're strafing left, it doesn't matter if they're strafing right. If you use the technique that I just showed you, aim assist will lock onto them no matter where they are. And rather, if you were just to have good crosshair placement, this guy will be able to move left or right and I won't be able to track them as good. So that's where this technique that I showed you comes in. No matter what they do, aim assist will do its job no matter where they are, no matter how like fast they're moving. If you perfect this technique, you will never be able to miss a shot. It is literally 99% accurate. Like, it is really hard for me to like miss. Rather, if I had good crosshair placement, like, I'm gonna be able to miss some of my shots. Now, of course, having good crosshair placement and always aiming at the enemy is going to be like good. It's never wrong to do that. The way I found most success with my deagle shots is doing this technique, because it is really hard for somebody to counter aim assist. You just can't. It is literally a computer aiming for you. It's a mechanic in the game. I really do wish that they do soften aim assist. I really hope that Riot does soften aim assist, because this is quite like, it doesn't even feel like I'm aiming half the time. Now, of course, you can't be a complete bot. You do have to aim, but this is like literally 80% aim assist. Once you guys get the motion down, you guys will be able to do it 99% of the time. And you guys will get a lot more thrifty rounds doing this technique. Now, there is some things that I did notice with the aim curves. There are some better and worse ones to do this technique. Light on focus is probably going to be the best option. And even light on standard, you could still do this like very consistently. The worst ones to do this on is linear, delayed, aggressive, and extreme. If you guys have been following my content, you guys know that I have ran extreme in the past before. But the thing is, extreme has so much aim acceleration that it is hard to be consistent with flicking. Extreme is really good if you want to run a fast sense, because it has so much aim acceleration that the first couple of moments when you do move your analog, the sensitivity is going to feel really slow, and then it ramps up, of course, over time. But with this, it's really hard to do those flicks that I was showing you. Now, it's still possible. I just think it's a little bit more weaker when you do want to do like those types of flicks. When I did use extreme, of course, I still use focused, and I felt like I was focusing more when I was trying to do those extreme crazy like flicks. Heavy is going to be a good option. It's almost like extreme, but heavy is a little bit less aim acceleration and you have a lot more control with the flicks. Now, of course, the lower you go, the better it's going to be. So medium's pretty good and light is going to be probably the best for the flicks, just because the reaction time you have. Light is so quick that you can just like, whenever you move your analog, you go like it's just exactly on them and it'll be a lot more consistent. Same with standard. Standard is a little bit less consistent, but it is still really good. If you do want to do those flicks and abuse aim assist, that is also a pretty good option. But yeah, it's a little bit more than just flicking, because you purposely want to have bad crosshair placement and flick to them. Now, the best way to practice this is going to be sitting right here and right here. If you want to practice those right flicks, of course, have bad crosshair placement and then flick to them. Now, it's so weird of me saying to have purposely bad crosshair placement, but I truly feel like this is the best way to abuse it. I've had so much more success doing this and abusing the fact that it locks onto them rather than just trying to take my, gunfights. Now, of course, even without flicking, you guys are watching that I am perfectly tracking this guy just because of how strong aim assist. Like, it doesn't even feel like I'm really aiming. Like, it is like near perfect. I just wanted to show you guys that because there's a couple of people in my stream asking me on how my aim was so good, and they wanted me to make a video on how to do it. And of course, if you guys ask, I will try to deliver. If there's anything else you guys want me to make, let me know. But yeah, I've been grinding console Valorant ever since it came out on closed beta. Literally every single day I've been playing this game. I've been severely addicted. You guys have been loving my content on my YouTube and over on my Twitch. So I'm more than happy to make as much content as you guys want. Make sure to comment orange, and I will make sure to like every single comment that has orange in it. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next video.